SM wasn't always as big as it is now. At some point, it started out as a small business. Could you tell us more about how it grew from a small business to one of the largest, if not the largest, retail company in the Philippines?
SM also started as a small enterprise. In 1958, Mr. Henry C. opened the very first shoe store in downtown Manila. After its success, 5 years after that, we opened one-floor store, shoe store also in Makati. And after 4 years, we also opened in Cubao. That would be about 1967. With the success of these 3 stores, he opened the very first multi-level department store in Quiapo. So it was called SM Manila then. And that was also the start of the birth of what we call our tagline, SM, we've got it all for you. And that was sometime in 1975. In 1985, we now put up the very first SM store inside an SM mall, which is now known as the SM City North EDSA. With this success, that was the start of our trajectory. Today, we have 63 department stores, or 63 SM stores, and we're opening another 4 this year. That will make us 67. Amidst also, we have 75 SM City, SM malls.
How important are MSMEs to SM?
I'd like to think that MSMEs will always be part of the SM DNA. We started with them. I recall there was a story that Mrs. Coson told us that went from a shoe store and then we wanted to transform into a full-line department store. Not everybody believed in SM. It was a starting company. It was the small enterprises also, the small suppliers that believed in us and started it going. So we owe it to them. They fueled our start, and up to today, we will continue to work with them because they're part of us.
I think that's one of the things that perhaps most people are not as familiar with. Obviously, when we think retail, we think SM, it comes to mind. What support specifically does SM provide to, let's say, MSMEs?
With our MSMEs, we do product development with them. We help them identify what is it that the business they can provide for us. We develop it, and then we give them access to market. Through our logistics and the distribution channels, we make them more accessible when they become our suppliers. We also give them access to capital when it is necessary and qualified. We do training for them. We provide them with business development processes, help them analyze their business, and we also sometimes train them and their people on how to be able to improve their brands and to improve the products that they carry with us.
How many MSMEs do you guys work with these days?
Oh, we work with about 1,500 MSMEs in the whole of SM retail today.
Could you provide us perhaps some examples of MSMEs that have grown with SM?
I would also like to credit the MSMEs for the growth of our in-house brands. The SM store is very well known for our in-house brand called Parisian. Parisian is a conglomeration of many MSMEs, small retailers, shoemakers that we have across the country, and they are the ones that fuel what we call Parisian brand. We also have, Cultura. In the department stores before, we had Philippine Craft, that was a department. And it was a showcase of a lot of small MSMEs that use indigenous products. So with that thought in mind, there was a very big opportunity to grow it. So we put up Cultura, which is a brand in itself. That Cultura works with many MSMEs across the country. They work with women artisans in Tondo and with the indigenous people in Mindanao. It is a showcase of the beautiful products that we have in the Philippines today. We also have other brands that have grown with us. Popular brands like Hawk, Krisa, and other brands that we now are mainstays in the SM stores across the nation.
Finally, any parting thoughts for MSMEs who obviously look to SM as one of these companies that they aspire to become at some point?
You know, the SM store can grow because of the loyalty of suppliers with us. We will always want to innovate and collaborate and work with many MSMEs in the country. I encourage different small enterprises to share with us their products and allow SM to carry it, allow us to be the distribution channel of all these different brands in the Philippines, that one day together we can go global.